Yeah. So, good morning and good afternoon, everybody, respective of the country you are watching this live session. As part of our daily live sessions, we started from today. We have invited one of our key partners, James Farren from University of Hertfordshire. Mr. James, how are you?
I'm doing very well, Milton. Thank you for having us today. How are you doing?
Yes, I'm fine as well. Thank you for joining us and giving your time today in the morning. And as part of the daily life session, we're going to discuss about different aspects of Hertfordshire University's courses for upcoming January 2021 session. We're going to have a short discussion for September 2021 as well, if any prospective student wants to have any particular question in mind. Along with that, we're going to discuss about the current situation about COVID-19, how university is accommodating the upcoming students, and also if there is any new updates about January 2021 session students. Along with our guest, Mr. James, we have my Indian team manager, Mr. Subhash, will join with me a bit later on. So, and this session will be around 45 to 1 hour. During the live sessions, you students are feel free to give their particular questions in mind. The first couple of 25 minutes to 30 minutes, we're going to discuss about the different aspects of the university. And at the end of the sessions, we're going to have the questions of our students. So viewers and prospective students, if you have any question in mind, you can start sending us through our Facebook Messenger. Along with that, we can give us a call as well. Our email address is here available. Just to give you a quick brief about H&H Global Education. H&H Global Education is a global platform for international students with global offices in Bangladesh, India, UK, and Morocco. Along with that, we have our trusted partners around the UK. We work with more than 30 plus UK institutes. So let's start the session, James. If you can give us the briefing about the Hertfordshire University and also your opening speech about the session today.
Absolutely. Thank you very much for having us here today, Milton. So I'm just going to go through some of the key things about the University of Hertfordshire and why it's a fantastic place to come and study with us. So first of all, it's always important to think about what your motivation is for coming to the university. Now, some to get a high quality degree, to gain experience in your chosen profession, to make new friends, to see new places and try new things. Now, you're able to do all four of those things with us here at the University of Hertfordshire. It's a fantastic place to meet people and experience new things in life. We're one of the world's top 200 universities under 50 years old. So we're quite a young university. We were established as a polytechnic in 1962, but in 1992, we got university status. And we've expanded the size of our university, expanded the range of courses that we offer, and expanded to the Haviland campus as well. So the College Lane campus is a slightly more classical university campus, which has been there since the 60s, and our de Haviland campus is our newer, more modern campus. It spans across 25,000 students studying with us. We're the second safest university town in the east of England. Now, that's a pretty important thing if you think about it. I mean, ultimately, it's going to be the first time for a lot of you guys that it's going to be that you've been away from home, especially lived in a foreign country. So if you're doing that, you want to make sure that where you're coming to do that is a safe place. And as we are the second safest university town in the east of England, that's an important thing to bear in mind. Now, safety is one aspect, but also safety with COVID is another thing to bear in mind as well. The university's put in a number of measures to ensure that our students are safe from the coronavirus whilst they're studying with us. For example, our class sizes are now smaller, so we can have social distancing up to 2 meters whilst you're studying face to face. We're also putting a lot of our classes online, so you can do that from the comfort of your own home. So it's a 50-50 blend of blended learning of physical face to face and online. Also as well, on the entrance and exit of every room throughout the university, there's hand sanitizing spray. You'll need to wear a face covering mask in all of the communal areas throughout the university as well. And also We've set up a one-way system throughout the university, so as you move through, you can maintain social distancing as you do that. If you're flying to the university and you're coming to stay, we are offering a service where we will send you a package of food for the 14 days that you need to quarantine, so you'll have enough food to keep yourself for when you arrive at the university as well. Now, that's the range of things that we've got in place. We're very much taking it seriously. And one of the things that we have going for us as a campus university is it's a lot easier to control the general environment, where if it's a city university, you've got everybody else that lives in that city to deal with. But on a campus university, it's a lot easier to control the virus and everything else around it. So we've done a very good job of that. We have 93% of our graduates in work for the studies. So number one reason why everyone goes to university is why Milton went to university, is why I went to university, is to make sure that we got the jobs that we wanted to. 93% of our graduates in work or further studies and then graduating. Now, that's a really, really important thing to bear in mind, and that's still your return on investment. Now, on top of that, it's usually about £20,000 to £25,000 starting salary packages. Now, the cost of our fees is about £13,000 to £14,500, depending on what course that you choose. Living costs, UKVI set them about £9,000 to £10,000. So that's an investment of about £20,000. So within the first year of graduating, you will have already covered the costs and paid that all off. So that's a really important thing to bear in mind, your return on investment. Hertfordshire has been awarded the Eco-Friendly Campus Platinum Award. So obviously one of the biggest issues facing mankind right now is climate change. And the University of Hertfordshire, we're doing our part to ensure the future is a bit brighter, a bit greener, by having an Eco-Friendly Campus Platinum Award. We've also been awarded the TEF Gold. That's a Teaching Excellence Framework. Now, that's basically a measure of how good the teaching is. That's given out by the government, by the British government, to indicate how good a teaching a university is. Now we are TEF Gold rated at the University of Hertfordshire. Now, where we're located in Hatfield, it's a quintessential green little town, but it's just 25 minutes away from central London on the train. I live in London myself, and I commute to work, and it takes no time whatsoever. And it's really, really good for another reason as well. You get the same access to London at all times, 25 minutes. Trains run every 20 minutes. But you don't have to pay the cost of living in London. London is an extremely expensive place to live. The average rent is between sort of £800 to £900 a month in central areas. And the cost of living in Hatfield is about half that. Rent's about £400 to £500 a month. So it's significantly more affordable, but you will still have access to all the things that London has to offer. Things such as the multicultural London, it's the international hub for business, where King's Cross is. That's the tech hub of the UK and Europe. Transport links to 4 major airports, beautiful parks, galleries, and historic sites throughout the whole of the city, which are all free to visit as well. So that's important. We are offering the Early Bird Scholarship for students who pay their deposit before the 4th of November for this intake. That's the only scholarships that we're offering for January 2021. But if you pay before the 4th of November, you'll avail a £1,000 scholarship off your total fees. Now, when you come to the campus, when you come to the university, you will realise that it has absolutely everything there that you can possibly need. A sports village with a 100-station gym, 25-metre swimming pool, climbing frame, doctor's surgery, high street bank, careers and employment centre, on-campus multi-faith spaces, 2 24/7 libraries on both campuses, both the De Havilland and the College Lane campus, 2 restaurants and multiple cafes catering to a variety of diets, including vegetarian, vegan, and halal. So it's got absolutely everything. If you never wanted to leave the Hertfordshire campus, you wouldn't need to. It's got everything that you could possibly need. I recommend doing exploring the UK, but if you didn't want to, you wouldn't need to. Now, campus facilities is one thing, but our outstanding course facilities is also. We're actually ranked in the top 10 in the UK for the course facilities that we have at the university. So we have a hospital and pharmacy simulation centre, which creates the environment of an NHS ward if you're into healthcare studies. We have a television studio where you can film, edit, produce your own films and your own TV shows. It's absolute state of the art. People from Warner Brothers have actually used our facility, so it's fantastic for that thing. We have car and flight simulators for our engineering graduates as well, and our engineering students, which are absolutely incredible. One of the car simulator, you can enter what kind of car that you want to drive. You can enter what kind of race course you want to drive it on, and you can even have flat tires or something like that. And then it creates that exact feeling as you drive around the circuit. It is absolutely fantastic stuff. We have also one of the UK's only replica crown courts at the university as well. Now, that's really fantastic. So if you're an aspiring lawyer, a solicitor, it's your chance to practice mooting in a authentic British Crown Court. This Crown Court it's so perfectly well set up that film companies come in and actually film in a Hertfordshire to get that vibe. So that's another thing to bear in mind as well. We also have a state-of-the-art sports facility, so cricket nets, squash courts, tennis courts, you name it, we have it. Automotive workshops and a Formula student team. We also have an observatory. So all of you stargazers out there, that's a facility that's available for you guys to use. Recording studios, so if you want to make an album, if you want to make a song, if you want to make a track, you're able to use the facilities at the University of Hertfordshire to do that. We have environmental science field stations for anyone who's an ecologist, bioscience labs, and a robotics suite as well. The robotics suite is fantastic. I've been in it myself, and you can actually program certain things to move in certain ways. And yeah, I'm not doing it justice because I'm not an IT person, but if you are,
Okay.
it's absolutely fantastic. Now, one of the key things that you have to bear in mind is accreditations of programs truly indicate how strong the program actually is. What you really want to be doing when you're looking at courses is making sure it's accredited by certain governing bodies. Essentially, those governing bodies are indicating that the course that you're studying is strong enough to go into the workplace, and that's what employers are really going to be looking for. That's what they're interested in. So all of our law courses, for example, are accredited by the Bar Standards Board. Our computer science courses are accredited by the British Computer Society. Our health courses are accredited by the Nursing and Midwifery Council. AMBER, as the American MBA Society, accredits our business courses. So that's just a flavour. Our engineering courses are triple lock accredited. Okay, so they're the really important things that you need to look at, because that's a real measure of how strong the course is, going to get you to where you want to go in terms of your career. All right. Now we have award-winning on-campus accommodation as well. And bear in mind, guys, international students get first preference to the accommodation online as well. So that's something that you may want to think about. Prices range from £122 to £177. And it's got a huge wide range of places that you can stay. You'll just be 5 minutes away from your lecture hall. You wake up at 8:55 in the morning, you brush your teeth, put some water on your face, and you're in for lectures at 9 a.m. So that's a really important thing to bear in mind. It's a modern development, and it's cost about £120 million. So it's all brand spanking new, ready for you to stay in. Now, as I mentioned before, undergraduate tuition fees are at £13,000. Postgraduate tuition fees are at £13,500. Postgraduate computer science fees are at £14,500. But the new MBA program that we are debuting for January 2021, the Freshers MBA that everyone's very excited about, is £14,995. That course will offer 12 different pathways, but I'll come on to talk about that a little bit later in this video. Now, you have to bear in mind that it's obviously the learning experience is really important. We've talked about that. We've talked about the relation to return on investment and getting the jobs that you want. But it's also an amazing student experience as an international student. You'll meet people from all over the world. There's about 120 different nationalities represented at the University of Hertfordshire. We're very close to St Albans, which is a beautiful, very quintessential English old town. Discover the hundreds of different societies that are available to take part in. It's from the Students' Union. And we have a range of sports clubs that you guys can get involved in as well if you want to stay active. 28 different sports clubs for when you're staying with us. Now, the majority of our courses for January 2021 at master's level offer a work placement. Now, that's really quite critical. You know, employers these days, they want it all. They want you to have a degree, but they also want to have work experience. So that's why the University of Hertfordshire offers the chance for students to do a work placement when they come for their studies. Now, when you pick your course, you will have a consultation with our Careers and Employment Centre at the university. They will help you, guide you and support you to finding the kind of opportunities that are available in and around the Hatfield area, Hertfordshire area, and further afield to London as well. What you have to bear in mind if you're a computer science expert and you're coming to do an MSc in computer science, we are just 25 minutes away on the train for London King's Cross. London King's Cross is the tech hub of Europe. Microsoft, Google, Spotify, IBM, YouTube are all operating from London King's Cross. So geographically, you're in a very good position to kind of get those jobs that you want as well. Now, obviously, there's that. The big news, and I know you've all heard about it 100 times, but it's worth me saying it just one more time again, is the reintroduction of the post-study work visa. You guys will get 2 extra years to work in the UK. So let's say you come in January 2021, you do computer science, MSc Advanced Computer Science, for example. You do 1 year in the classroom, learning the theoretical side, do your second year as a work placement internship, then you've got 2 years post-study work visa. That's a total of 4 years that you get in the UK, if that was something that you were interested in. Now, as I said, the Careers Hub, they'll support you finding the kind of work that you want long term. Now, I know you're thinking, that's fantastic news, James. Thank you very much. That's interesting stuff. How do I apply? Well, you can apply through our colleagues today, H&H Global Education, but you can also apply via the online application system. You will receive a conditional or an unconditional offer from us. I will go through the documents that you need to submit shortly. You'll need to pay a deposit of £5,000 to secure your spot at the university, your place on the course. If you do that before the 4th of November, you will be eligible for a £1,000 early bird scholarship as well. The deadline for applications is the 4th of November. Sorry, the 6th of November, rather, sorry. And once you've done that, we will then be able to issue your CAS letter to you. With your CAS letter, you apply for your visa. Once you applied for your visa, you can book your flight to the UK and attend orientation. Now, courses will start for January 2021 on the 20th of January. Okay, so we're going to try to start issuing our CAS letters sort of mid-November, give you guys 2 months, a bit over 2 months, in order to get all your information ready to come for your studies. Okay, now in terms of documentation, you will need a copy of your academic transcript certificates, a copy of your English language tests results, academic reference, immigration history, a personal statement, and a copy of your passport as well. So they're the 6 documents that you need to submit along with your online application or through H&H Global Education. Okay, well, that's about all the information about the general of the University of Hertfordshire. Is there any questions?
Yes, okay, let me, take into board my Indian team manager, Mr. Subhash. Hi, Subhash, how are you? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm good. Thank you, Milton. Yeah, hi.
Yes, so Subhash, actually we are discussing about the University of Hertfordshire different courses, the scholarship available for our Indian students along with our students from other part of the world. We already discussed about the deadline for the course for January session, which is, I believe, 6th of November, and 9th of November is the date for the scholarship, if I'm not wrong, James.
No, the scholarship is the 4th of November.
4th of November is the scholarship deadline. So students have to pay their deposit within 4th of November in order to be eligible for £1,000 scholarship. So along with that £1,000 scholarship, is there any other scholarship available, like merit
No,
scholarship and others?
no, as I mentioned earlier, we're not offering any other scholarships for the January intake, unfortunately.
Okay.
Okay.
Now let's move on to the discussion about different parts of the courses that is available at Hertfordshire University. So mainly in UK universities, September is the main intake, and a lot of courses are available along with Hertfordshire University. Now I'd like to know some information about the January session courses, because January mostly for last 2019 and also January 2020, it was mainly for PG courses. So I'd like to know what are the undergraduate courses that is available for January 2021.
The only undergraduate course that we offer for January 2021 is the LLB. But yeah, you're right. It's essentially the January intake is very much for postgraduate courses. We offer a full range of postgraduate courses for computer science, for life and medical sciences, for law, all the LLMs. We offer business, engineering as well. But yeah, you're correct. Generally speaking, it's very much a postgraduate intake.
Okay. Now, in terms of moving forward in terms of the entry requirements for South Asian students, particularly for Bangladesh, India, Pakistan, and also a part of Moroccan, I think most of the students will require 55% their mark in their bachelor degree in order to be eligible for the direct master's qualification. And along with that, there are some specific entry requirements of some of the particular courses, which is in medical science and nursing as well. There are some courses available for MA in education. Because of the COVID-19, the medical courses are quite important, and also a lot of students from all over the world, they want to come for some biomedical science, nursing, and other healthcare courses. If you can specify some of the particular course that is running for January session, or even the particular course available for the next upcoming sessions as well, in terms of healthcare.
Sure. So we don't offer nursing in the January intake. We offer some bioscience courses, LMS courses. Let me just get you the list for you now. However, it's not the full list that we would offer in September. The nature of the healthcare courses is because there's such a big focus on the internal learning in hospitals. It has to be rotated in that way. So we don't really offer that much in January. What we do offer in January is MSc Clinical Dermatology, Clinical Skin Integrity and Wound Management, Health Medical Education, and Health Medical Simulation as well. So they're the programs that we do offer. But nursing, radiography, physiotherapy, those kind of programs, unfortunately, we only offer them in the September intake.
Okay, and some of I think there is another particular medical courses that is like MSc in stroke and clinical psychology or something like that. There are some
unfortunately, we're not offering that for January this year.
For this January?
As I say, it's only MSc Clinical Dermatology, Clinical Skin Integrity and Wound Management, Health and Medical Education, and Health and Medical Simulation. So there's those four
courses in terms of the healthcare courses. Now, in terms of the courses available for engineering, our engineering students, particularly from Indian point of view, Subhash, can you explain to me what are the interests for engineering courses in terms of Indian part?
Yeah, actually, basically in India right now, the few of the students after 10th they are doing the diploma in BE. After that, they are trying to apply for the diploma based with a bachelor course for being electrical engineering or something else. So is it impossible for the diploma students? Because most of the students after 10th they are doing the diploma here.
Have they got? Do they do their BTEC?
Yeah, BE in the diploma.
It depends on what grade that they've got. It depends on what level that they've got. Okay. However, depending on that, they can make an application. But are you talking about they want to come to do their masters?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So depending on what grades they've got and what measure that they've got it at, they can make an application accordingly. In terms of what we're offering, we have MSc in Aerospace Engineering, We have automotive engineering, and we also have power electronics control, manufacture engineering, and communication and information engineering as well. So they're the 7 programs that we offer for engineering masters.
Okay, because in last week I have received like 3 to 4 inquiries like that. In 2019 they have completed a diploma, but as per the law, but we need a 12th qualification, right? But after 10 they have not done the 12th, and I think 3 years diploma was there. It's a similar like 12th only. Like the universities they are giving the like MOI letter something. So is it possible for that?
We don't accept medium of instruction at Hertfordshire.
Okay.
So I think Hertfordshire University, their English entry requirement is 65% to 70%, depending on the grades for the 12th grade. 12th grade English mark. So
that's right. Yeah.
What Shubhas was asking, I think that some of the students have done their 10th grade and they have done their 12th grade diploma, then went back to the university in India and done their bachelor degree for 4 years or 3 years.
Yeah.
Then they want to come for it. That's the question, Subhash. Basically, James already mentioned that students who have done 10th grade in India and instead of doing 12th grade, they have done their diploma, 4 years diploma or 3 years diploma, then went back to the university and done their bachelor degree. Yes, those students will be eligible to come to Hertfordshire University, and they can do their master's qualification here as long as they have 65 to 70% in 12th grade English, or they have IELTS, depending on the courses, 6.5, no less than 5.5, or 6.0, no less than 5.5, depending on the courses they're coming for. Okay. And moving forward, I think we have students from different universities, particularly from Hyderabad, Andhra Pradesh, and Mumbai areas, particularly for computer science and engineering, cyber security, because due to the COVID-19 situation, computing courses are getting quite popular, along with cyber security, computer science, data science. If James can give us a brief discussion about the computing courses that Hertfordshire University offers.
Yeah, definitely. So, Milton, that's what we offer a big range for MSc computer science related courses. That's kind of the big focus on. We offer advanced computer science, MSc artificial intelligence and robotics, computer network system security, computer science, cyber security, data science and analytics, software engineering as well. And with all of those programs, we offer the chance to do a work placement or an advanced research placement. So it becomes a 1+1. So it becomes a 2-year course. There's no extra charge for the second year. You just pay £14,500 for the first year. The second year is a part of the service. The students wouldn't get charged anything extra for that. So that's the 2-year programs that we offer, and they've been very, very popular in recent history. And it's a fantastic place to come and study, as I mentioned earlier, with the robotic suite and things like that, and just with the focus as we sort of the one industry that's really remained stable and actually seen growth in the UK has been computer science as well. So that's quite an interesting thing I think for your students to think about.
Okay. So basically, as we have seen that as well in previous part, the application we are receiving from India and the students who got admission in last September session as well, there's a growing demand for computer science and engineering, cyber security, data science as well. And most importantly, dear viewers, the Hertfordshire University offers a 1-to-1. So that means students will be eligible for a 1-year work placement options. I think there's some particular requirement for the students to fulfill in order to go for placements. If you can just give, because some students are, once they come here, they have understanding that they don't have to. It will be straight away 2 years visa. Then there is no particular requirements and all. If you can give us a brief discussion about, in order to be eligible for 1-year work placement, what are the students need to keep in mind when they're starting their courses?
That's a good point. That's a good point, Milton. So in order to go and do the work placement or the advanced research placement, you will need to get 60% in your overall grades. Now, the main reason that you're coming to the UK is for your studies. Okay, that's why you're here. the University of Hertfordshire will be sponsoring you on a Tier 4 visa. That's a student visa, so you are in the country as a student. So we expect you to take your studies very seriously in that way. So you need to get at least 60% as an overall aggregate score in order to go and do the 1 year placement or advanced research. It's also one of those things where, if you think about it, if you don't get a very good grade, people won't, companies won't want to hire you. If you fail and don't get the grade that you could have got if you just worked a little bit harder, companies aren't going to want to give you a job.
Okay. So prospective students, along with my Indian team, Subhash, just to keep you in mind that students who are coming for a 1-to-1, that means 12 months top module and 12 months placement. In the top module, they have to score a particular mark, which is 60% mark, to be eligible for the placement. And the main purpose of this work placement is to give the international students an opportunity to get the work and get some experience from the top ranked world companies in the UK. So that was the main purpose of it. So, but some of the students may have, if they have any questions or anything regarding the particular placement opportunities and others, they can send us an email. We can give them particular guideline about it as well. Along with the work placement options, and also some particular courses in computer science and engineering. We discussed about the healthcare courses just a while ago. And let's move on to the next part of the sessions. In these sessions, we're going to have questions from our prospective students. So students, if you have any question in mind, you can send us a text message in our WhatsApp, and also our messenger is open for you. So if you have any particular question in mind, you can send us. Now, we received other queries regarding in our Facebook Messenger. Let me go through that. Yes. Okay. What are the business related courses that is available for January session, James?
What are the
business courses? I think MSc International Business and also the Global MBA is available.
That's correct. Yeah. So we're also offering our Masters of Business Administration, debuting that. So MSc International Business Management, but the Master of Business Administration. You okay for me to sort of go into that a little bit, because it's quite exciting new program that we're offering, or do you want to sort of go through these questions quickly?
Yeah, sorry, what did you say?
Would you be okay with me to sort of go into a bit more depth about this, because this is our
yes.
New course? All right, perfect. I didn't know if you were in a rush or not. Okay, perfect. So the MBA is the new debuting course that we're offering for January 2021. It's the full-time MBA and enables students to develop the critical and reflective strategic leadership skills that need to succeed in an uncertain world, challenging your assumptions and cultivating flexible thinking, effective decision making, and responsible management as well. As a Hertfordshire Executive MBA student, you will be supported by first-class facilities, including our virtual learning environment, StudyNet, which provides access to other students' lecture notes and over 100,000 ebooks and journals. Now, it's also worth bearing in mind that we have just created a new MBA suite on the Haviland campus, which you guys will be able to have access to as a part of your studies. So it's really quite an exciting new course for the university, and what we're offering as well. You also benefit from teaching and supervision by experts. It's research-led and active staff, several of whom have worked for world leaders in their fields as consultants, leading in organisations such as Roche, Camelot, and BDO Hayward. So there's 12 different pathways that we offer. Okay, so the MBA has a human resource management, entrepreneurship, digital marketing, finance, healthcare, public services, sustainable industries, data analytics, project management, management consultancy, and information systems. So there are 12 different pathways that we offer. So whatever you're particularly interested in, if you want to work in the IT sector as a manager, and in management, you can do the data analytics side. If you want to work in a public services, you want to work for the government, you want to work for yourself, you want to be an entrepreneur, it will give you those different pathways. Now, the course structure itself is set out with human resource management, strategic marketing planning and entrepreneurship, financial management analysis, operation of business analytics, strategic management research, executive career and professional development. Now, they're all 30 credits each, but then you add different pathways to make it the overall course that you'll be studying. Now, it's an absolutely fantastic course, and we're really gearing up for the studies. And if you're interested to see more about it, the university is actually casting a session with 2 of the program leads for this MBA. I think it's going on right now. So it will be recorded on our Facebook page and on our social media platforms. So if you want to go have a little look at that, please do. But yeah, it really is something that I think it's been, the world has been asking for an MBA freshers from the University of Hertfordshire, and we're now delivering it for January 2021. So yeah, that's just the thing to think about for if you're business minded.
Yes. So basically, University of Hertfordshire used to offer for MSc International Business and MSc in Management. So MBA was a course that has been we have been asking as well. There's a growing demand for MBA depending on the pathways which you can go for. So finally, University of Hertfordshire is offering that. So any prospective students, if you want to have any interest about it, you can email us as well. Our dedicated online team is available for you. Now, in terms of placement opportunities for business courses, I think for MSc International Business is a 12-month course, and you're not offering any placement for January session, if I'm not wrong. Am I correct?
We're looking to offer a placement year. It hasn't been confirmed yet, I don't believe. However, that's something that we're going to be trying to do for January 2021. Please stand by, and we will have a further update for you very shortly on this.
Okay, so prospective students who have any doubt in mind that whether in terms of the business courses you are looking for a placement, the discussion is going on. So we'll get back to you on that. Now, regarding the law courses that is available for our legal students, particularly from Indian part, there is a growing demand in India at the moment for particularly LLB and LLM. So Subhash, I think I was discussing with you a couple of days ago regarding the legal courses.
Yeah.
University of Hertfordshire offers a variety of LL and LLB courses. I think LLB is not available. If you can discuss about something about the law courses that is available for January session, James.
Yeah, so the LLB at level 4 and 6 is available. So if you wanted to do come in for your first year and do obviously 3 years, you can do that, or you can come and do your final year in January as well. So it's the only undergraduate course that we offer for January 2021. Other than that, we do the Bachelors of Law Accelerated. So that's the 2-year course. It's essentially the abridged version of the LLB. So you don't do it in 3 years, you do it in 2 years. But yeah, that's pretty intense. So if that's something that you want to do, you could do. But it's quite you need to be ready for that. It's hard work. Now, in terms of the LLMs that we offer once again a huge different range of pathways. Hertfordshire Law School is really good for making sure that whatever particular bit of law that you're interested in, you will be catered for. And also, the nature of law is that there's laws for everything. So let me just give you a little rundown. So we have a business law LLM, governance, risk management and compliance LLM, intellectual property and data protection law LLM, international commercial law LLM, international financial law, international human rights law, international law, IT law and policy, and the Masters of Law LLM as well. So there you go. That's all the different pathways that we offer. They're all £13,500 to study. What's really cool about it is that you select specific modules that you're interested in studying to create the program that you want to study overall. Really gives you the chance to put the power into your hands to give you an insight of what kind of law that you want to be doing long term, really.
Okay, so prospective students who discussed about the law department courses that is available for January 2021 session, and along with that we have two, as James already mentioned, there are two parts of the courses that University of Hertfordshire offering for January 2021 session. It is for LLB and also different pathways for LLM courses. So prospective students can email us if you have any particular question in mind. Now we have seen that some of the courses are getting popularity. It is in terms of the education related courses, which is MA in education or MA in education leadership. I think Hertfordshire offers two of the courses that at the moment a quite a good number of international students are interested in. MA in education leadership and MA in education. If James can let us know, is there any particular entry requirement for that, or like what type of whether is there any placement opportunity or anything for these two particular courses?
Yeah, once again, those courses will be offered for September, not in January though.
Okay.
Now, the entry requirements are very similar to the entry requirements for other courses. You must have 55% in a cognizant discipline, so something which should be in line with teaching, in sort of going in that way in terms of your direction. Now, one of the things that we wanted to offer with the MA in education is some people have started in one thing in life and they want to convert and go into something else. So let's say you started as an IT specialist and you want to become a teacher. That's what that course is designed to do, to allow you to switch in to a different stream and then to learn something different as well, and then give you the skills to become a teacher in your future career as well. But yeah, I'm sorry, Milton, we don't offer that course in January. We do offer it in September, though.
Okay. So prospective students, that James mentioned that MA in education and MA in education and leadership course that is offering for next available intake will be September 2021. January intake is not offering. Basically, a leadership, MA in education and some other health related courses that is only offered for September sessions. Now let's move on to the next particular point about. I think one of the students was asking about particular. Let me go through that. Yeah, one of the students was asking regarding the internal English test facilities for next upcoming intakes. Okay, we're going to discuss about this. James, if you can let us know about the English entry requirements because of the COVID situation. There are some changes in terms of physical testing in IELTS centers are closed. So what are the measures has been taken for Hertfordshire University for accepting
Sure.
the English courses?
Sure. So we do not accept the Duolingo test. That is one English language test that we are not accepting at this time, but we do accept a range of other ones, such as the IELTS indicator. These can all be done online. The IELTS indicator, the password test, the PPT for Sant test. We also offer the TOEFL IBT test. So there's a huge range that we do offer and that we do take. However, the Duolingo test is something that we're no longer accepting. The Pearson's test as well. So they're the four main ones that you want to be thinking about: IELTS indicator, Pearson's, TOEFL, PBT. And password as well. 5. They're the ones that you want to be thinking about when you're making an application to the university. I think they're about $50 to $60 to take. So they're relatively inexpensive, and you can do it from the comfort of your own home.
Okay. And is there any internal English test facilities for our prospective students?
We do offer an internal English test at the university. However, to be eligible for that, you will need to have an offer with the University of Hertfordshire, and you will also need to have a proof of previous English language proficiency. So, say for example, an IELTS is out of date.
Okay. Now, one of our students is about to submit an application. Basically, we received the application yesterday, so I'm asking that particular questions as well. The student has done an IELTS since 2018, and the IELTS is going to already expired in September. He has 5.5 in overall and 6.0. So, would this type of applications will be eligible to take internal English test facilities, or you need an applicant who recently has taken IELTS or something like that?
No, that's fine. That's the point. So because he's got one but it's out of date. It's proof that his English is probably still quite good. So if he wanted to take a internal test, we could arrange that for him or her.
Okay. Okay. And what are the particular aspects? Is it the internal English test facility the university offering? It will be the similar to the IELTS sections, IELTS exams, like 4 modules.
No, sorry, it's the Pearson Vasant test, the PBT test.
Okay.
if the student wants to take that test and provides the information that I've asked for, we'll give them all the instructions of how to do that. It's quite straightforward. They just need to have a working laptop and be able to listen with speakerphones and be able to talk.
Okay. And is it a free of charge, or do you still have to pay any particular fees for the internal English test?
The student would need to pay for that.
Okay, only to pay for that. So yes, it is a good prospect as well. Shubhas, I think you were asking about a couple of days ago whether the University of Hertfordshire is offering that. Yes, Hertfordshire is offering the internal English test. You have to be eligible for that. You should have to have an IELTS previously that has been taken, and have to have an offer letter from the university as well. So I would recommend our Indian team, whoever interested to study for January session, to send the application as soon as possible, and we can get the offer letter, get it done before 4th of November, because you know that 6th of November is the deadline for the scholarship as well. So prospective students who want to go for January session with their scholarship, they have to make the application and also make the deposit within 6th of November. Now let's move on to the our next particular aspect is the entry requirements in terms of the country wise. So I think there are the general entry requirements for a bachelor degree point of view for prospective students. If you want to go for LLB course, the general entry requirement is, I think, higher secondary 60% marks, if I'm not wrong, James, and IELTS 6.05.5. The postgraduate entry requirement is 55% in your bachelor degree. Apart from that, there is particular entry requirement. MSc in computer science course, the entry requirement. Shudeb, the entry requirements for MSc in computer science course will be 55% of your bachelor degree, and as you are from India, you will be eligible to get English exemptions as long as you have 70% higher secondary 12th grade English mark in your 10th and 12th grade aggregated. And let's move on to we are going to take some of the questions of our students. So if any prospective student wants to know any particular questions or have any in mind, please send it to us, because our live session is nearly about to an end. We will be finishing within 10 to 15 minutes after answering the questions.
Milton,
Shubhash, yeah, do you have?
there is one question with me.
Yes, please, yeah.
Recently, one of my students, he has sent me the WhatsApp. He has completed BSc Chemistry in 2018. Yeah. Now he is planning to do a MBA.
Okay.
Is it possible, like, option available for this one?
Yes, James, you can tell the.
I didn't quite catch that. So he's done a undergraduate in chemistry and he wants to do an MBA.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah.
I would encourage him to make an application, definitely. Okay. So if you do a BSc in chemistry, you must be quite a clever person. What you have to bear in mind about MBAs and management courses is that everything that you do involves a chain of command. Everything that you do involves management skills. So therefore, an MBA would be able to apply to anybody. So I would encourage your student to apply.
Okay. So ask her to submit the applications and get the offer letter done for. And if the student has an IELTS previously, she'll be able to get internally test as well. Okay. And if you have any particular question, Subhash, you can ask as well. Mr. James gonna answer that. Along with that, we're gonna wait for our viewers to have any questions in their mind, and we're gonna discuss about that particular questions as well.
Is there any physiotherapy courses are available for this September?
I'm sorry?
A physiotherapy course.
Or physiotherapy courses?
Physiotherapy.
I think Masters of Physiotherapy course is not available for January session, James, isn't it?
I'm sorry, didn't quite catch that. It keeps cutting out. What did you say?
The Masters of Physiotherapy course.
Masters in Physiotherapy.
Masters in Physiotherapy? Are you saying physiotherapy?
Yes, physiotherapy. I think it's not available for January.
No, that's for September. Sorry.
Yeah, so it is some of the particular courses are available on a September starter. So these are the specialized courses that is needed in integration with the medical personnel to go there and have have an integration with the medical team as well. So that's why this type of courses is not available for January sessions. The January session mostly courses are available which doesn't have a direct integrations in terms of the medical and other courses, you know. So okay. We're waiting for our viewers to have any questions in their mind. They're going to discuss about that. And after that, we're going to end our sessions today.
Cool.
Okay, we received another question regarding one of our another prospective students who has done their MBA course in 3 years. So I think, if I'm not wrong, James, students who has in Bangladesh, there are some prospective students who has done their 3 years bachelor degree qualification, which is not equivalent to UK bachelor degree, but they have done their MA course after the completing the bachelor. I think they will be eligible for direct master's qualification in the UK.
I believe it's they have to have a 4-year course, which is equivalent to the UK 4-year Bangladeshi course. I'll get hang on a second. Let me double check that for you.
This student has done 2009 higher secondary, 2011, BA course 2014, and MA course in 2016. But that 2014 BA course is a 3 years qualification. I think she will be eligible for their direct master's qualification.
So for postgraduate taught Bangladeshi 4-year bachelor's degree with 55 CGPA 2.4 out of 4 or above. That's the requirement for Bangladesh. I can put that into the chat for you.
Yep. And in terms of the, let's see. In terms of the study gaps, so what are your comments on the students who want to go for bachelor and also go for masters? How many of study gap do you accept usually?
Well, we don't really accept anything over 5 years. 5 years is really the maximum, to be honest. So between 3 to 5 years, we're a bit cautious. It depends on how you write your justification application, really. So that, I would say, is the measure. If you've got a study gap between 3 to 5 years, make sure you write a strong justification statement of why you've been out of education for that time.
Okay, and there are some particular queries we are getting from students who are studying in China at the moment. There are some Bangladeshi and Pakistani and some Indian students who are studying at the moment in China, and they are they're actually they're not finishing their courses because of the COVID and other situations. They're coming back home at the moment, so they are interested for our prospective students for next available September 2021, I believe. So for the students who are in study gap, like study break, I should say, like they are studying in a bachelor degree, but due to the fact COVID-19, they are not being able to finish it. They are going back home. So do you think will that particular student will have any impact on getting offer letters?
No, I don't think so. I think that's very much extenuating circumstances. I don't think that wouldn't affect students. That's not their fault. So don't worry about that.
Okay. So students who are in these situations whether you are not being able to finish your degree because of these unavoidable circumstances, you are highly encouraged to apply for the relative bachelor degree or master's qualifications. In a way, Hertfordshire will consider that. Now, regarding another query we received, the student has done their LLB course from University of Asia Pacific in English, and then he has done a diploma qualification from Vienna Institutes. So I would recommend. I could not understand, Muhammad Hasanullah. You send us an email, but I couldn't understand what you wanted to say. If you please write your full questions. Then we're gonna discuss about this because I couldn't understand what you want to ask for. Now let's see. Is there any other questions we have in our students? Hi, James. If in terms of the students who has done the changing career, the changing from one career to another career. So
Yeah.
if a student wants to do that, any particular point. So do you think is there any particular problems making application or getting offer letters?
If you're doing a conversion course, so if you've started and yeah, so I would say if you're applying for a conversion course, it's taken into consideration that you're doing a conversion course because you want to move into a new stream of work.
Okay, so that will be eligible for those particular students.
That's right.
Okay, okay. And they're in 5th of, okay. Another student asked me about the new regulations. Okay. I think there is 5th of October, there's a new EQBI regulations. So is there any impact on the prospective students that it came into effect?
I'm not really able to advise on that. I'm not an immigration advisor. So I would say that there's been an increase in prices and things like that. So just be wary of that before you make your application.
Okay. Let's move on to the particular questions. Dear viewers, we are nearly finishing our sessions today, and we're going to take up one or two questions if any prospective students wants to ask, and after that we're going to finish our sessions. And I would like to ask James for his closing speech. If you want to say something about our prospective students and also for the upcoming 2021 session.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, thank you very much for having me today, Milton. It's been a pleasure catching up with you guys. I think the major thing to think about is as we're sort of entering to this what will hopefully very soon be a post-COVID world, thinking about what your opportunities are in terms of studying. Now, what we're seeing is more and more people coming to do masters to upskill. So that's a consideration that we take now. Obviously, in January 2021, the University of Hertfordshire generally offers master's programs. So if you want to get ahead in the job market, if you want to make sure that you have the skills required to go to that next level by the time you graduate, it's probably a good time to come. January 2021 is probably a good time to come to get the skills that you require and get the qualifications that you need, especially with the rolling out of new MBA programs, all the computer science programs, all the law courses, all the engineering courses. It's a fantastic time to come and study. And the University of Hertfordshire has done a lot to make sure that students are safe on campus. So you're coming to a very, very safe place for your studies as well. So yeah, seize the opportunity and come study with us if you wish.
Okay, thank you very much, James, for joining our sessions today. Dear viewers, we are finishing our live sessions today with University of Hertfordshire. I really thank you, Mr. James, for coming to us and give us our students a chance to explain about different courses, the entry requirements, and the upcoming 2021 session. Thank you very much, James, and hope to see you soon for our next session.
Thank you. Take care.
Thank you, James. Bye.
Hi, Shubhash. So we are
we are
finishing our sessions today, and to our prospective students who want to come for January 2021, what I want to say is that University of Hertfordshire offers variety of master's courses for their January sessions. Only few options available for the bachelor degree students, because bachelor degree mostly for September 2021 session. So any prospective students who wants to study for the upcoming January 2021 session, I really ask them to send the applications as soon as possible. There are a variety of masters, engineering, and other courses available, and I look forward to receiving your applications. If you have any other questions in mind which you are not being able to ask us, I encourage you to send us an email. And our prospective Indian students who want to study for January 2021, send your documents as soon as possible, get the offer letters, and keep in mind that university is closing their next available deadline for the January 2021 will be I think 4th of November is the application deadline, and the scholarship deadline for £1,000 is 6th of November. There is only £1,000 scholarship available for the prospective students for January 2021. So this we only are around 15 to 16, 15 20 days available for the application deadline. So don't wait. Send the documents to us. Our Bangladesh office is open as well in our Dhaka city, along with our Indian office in Ahmedabad. So feel free to send your applications to us. We're waiting for. We are welcoming you to University of Hertfordshire for the upcoming January 2021 session. So and Shubhas, thank you for joining us today.
Thank you, Milton.
Thank you.